shirt, same shirt. Monday morning, mirror staring back at me. Blue cotton comfort, consistent certainty. Closet full of choices, but I choose the same. Simple satisfaction, never feel shame.
What is going on, everybody? Bring that down. Pause. Let's get into the video, huh? I am Chris Wells. I'm the same shirt guy here in the yellow shirt, giving you my honest takes on some top videos on the internet. Welcome to the channel. This is my first video, so first of all, thank you for being here. If you're watching, I've got no frills, no edits, just me clicking through some videos and some text in a yellow shirt. And whatever the internet's really fired up about from the weekend, I'm into it. And if you're into real takes with no hype, you're in the right place. So let's jump in. We got the first story queued up here, ready to go. And let's ask, who won the NBA Finals? Who won the NBA Finals? As the video suggests, the Oklahoma City Thunder are the 2024-2025 NBA champions. Cool story, but really, let's be honest, kind of forgettable. There wasn't really an iconic moment. There was a little bit of drama. Tyrese Halliburton went down with an injury in Game 7. Hate that for him. Hope he can come back. Hopefully they can make another run next year. But this was just two small market teams grinding it out while most of the country forgot this was still going on. There wasn't a whole lot of push for ESPN or ABC. And I love small market teams. I live in Memphis. I follow the Memphis Grizzlies. But this wasn't, LeBron James in the 2016 Cavs versus Steph Curry and the Warriors. It was just a Tuesday night. It just happened to have a trophy at the end of the game. But respect to OKC, though. They grinded out. They were dominant for most of these playoffs. And the Pacers gave them a really tough challenge. So this ended up being what I feel like are the best two teams in the NBA. Not just kind of one team that happened to be there, one team that maybe got lucky in their side of the bracket and had some injuries. It really felt like this went to a Game 7. It was really closely contested. Sure, there were some blowouts, but there's blowouts in the NBA. That's just how the NBA works these days. More teams are shooting threes, so if you get hot, you're going to blow the other team out. But again, respect to OKC. Young team, smart front office. They earned it. Just don't expect a documentary to come out of this one. I don't think there's going to be anything memorable coming out of this. Now, if OKC goes on a run where they win a couple championships in a row, maybe we'll start talking about them as like a dynasty. But, again, just a Tuesday night. Got a lot more memorable stories to talk about, but I wanted to talk about this one. Big sports headline. All right, story number 2. Let's get this text out of the way, and let's pull up. Dun, 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 dun. USA bombs Iran. Serious stuff here. Serious stuff. Now, technically, this wasn't declared a war. There was no congressional vote. It's kind of just another example of a U.S. president using executive power to launch airstrikes. This has happened before. It definitely won't be the last time. We get a lot of people up in arms about this. Was it legal? Depends on who you ask. But let's boil this back and let's pull it back. The real concern here for most Americans, I think, should be, where does this go next? And really the world, right? Where does this go next? Because these kinds of strikes tend to have a way of making things escalate, and generally pretty quickly. So let's hope and pray that cooler heads prevail here and keep it from turning into something way bigger. I think the fortunate thing here is that Russia, who could potentially get involved, is wrapped up in their own conflict. So maybe they won't be as likely to come to Iran's aid if they're an ally. But let's hope this doesn't turn into something way bigger. All right, story number 3. Let's pull this out of the way. Story number 3. We've got some robotaxis going on. Tesla quietly rolled out their robotaxi. No live stream, no Elon X storm. Just a subtle move that says, hey, remember these self-driving cars we were working to develop? Yeah, we did it. We actually did it. So what happened on Wall Street? The stock popped early on Monday. A lot of people took profits. It's probably still climbing. I haven't looked since, let's just say, 9 Central. But what are the rest of us thinking? We're still wondering if we trust a car with no driver in it. If no one's sitting in the steering wheel, like in this example, would you feel safe? We've got a video. Let's skip that as soon as we can. Skip. But make no mistake about it. The future is creeping in whether you want it to or not. And whether it's cool or creepy, we can decide, right? It's up to you. So that's really it for this video. I've got the 3 stories we talked about. We've got an NBA champs, we've got Middle East tension, and we've got AI drivers. Just another week in 2025, right? It seems like we've got crazy stuff going on all the time. That's it for me. I am the same shirt guy. And if you like the vibe, hit subscribe or don't. I'll still be here yelling into the void in the same shirt just about every week. More videos coming soon. Appreciate you watching. And I will catch you next time.